A lot of traction is being made with the leaked emails. I am seeing more and more people become open to this information and even to the reptilian connection. My question is, once this information hits wider knowledge, how will this impact the state of the government? Do you think protests for forced resignations will happen? Or, this is my my personal favorite, is can we reduce the government to an administration and be done with a lot of these lawyers? Some
Well,
and
that was
do
the
the same thing that with the lawyers as on a smaller scale as what happens to
well,
these guys aforementioned.
that was the original intent, was to basically just have it be administrative and to assist the states in foreign affairs, in contracts involving tariffs, um, and to represent the colonies, the states, and the people in foreign affairs. It was never meant to become the godfather, the godmother, the mafia. We control and do everything. It was never ever meant to do that because the founding fathers knew, that power corrupts. They knew it. And that's why they put so many checks and balances. This is why when Woodrow Wilson changed the 17th Amendment and allowed the people to vote for for state senate, for the senators, it was such a bad idea because those senators were chosen by the states to represent the states in Washington to the federal government. Now that the people voted for those senators, the states have absolutely no recourse to these senators. And many of these senators, they're career politicians, they don't really do much. Okay? So that was another failsafe. The other issue, too, was the Electoral College. The reason they created the Electoral College is so that we would not become a democracy. It would not become a popularity contest. And what do you do if you have 3 or 4 people running for president and none of them get 50% of the vote? What do? Do you do what they do in Parliament? You start merging and creating your own governments between factions? Is that what you do? That is not a constitutional republic. Okay? That's socialism. And that's not what they wanted because it's never worked. Communism, socialism, fascism, Marxism, they've never worked. They've never worked, which is why they put a constitutional republic in place. They looked at everything in the world that had happened and they decided, this is the best way to go. Okay, and what has happened from the get-go? Ever since the end of the Civil War, it has been an onslaught to change the republic, to circumvent the Constitution. And what has happened? We have lost our rights. We have lost our liberties. The government has become completely out of control. And right now, the unfunded liabilities of the United States of America is at $142 trillion, more than the entire country's worth. That's where it is now. It's not working, okay? The changes that have occurred since the Civil War, which were mostly by the left, the progressives, didn't work and haven't worked. And this is where we find ourselves, and now we have a new government, president-elect, who wants to do things very differently. And well, you know what's going on. You see the protests, you know what's going on. It's a very, very interesting time in this country. And they're being used to foment a civil war. Let America take itself out. That would be the simplest thing to do. Will we allow it? So we'll see. We'll see. I am really hoping that people are going to figure it out. And, most of these people who really still think Hillary Clinton should be president, they don't really know this woman. They really don't know this woman. And when all of this stuff comes out regarding WikiLeaks, and oops, there it is, it's in front of everybody, it'll be interesting to see how they react. Because they've all been conned. They've all been conned. My humble opinion. Okay. All for one.
And one for all.
And one for all for one and one for all.